Okay, Aniket.
Good evening, good morning. Welcome to everybody for this evening. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much, Komal and Prachi, for inviting me to be a speaker. Thank you again. And let's start our journey today. So, some of you know who I am. I'm Asha Pai. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and I've lived here for the last 45 years. The beauty of it is in the last since the 90s I have been there was one time in Miami there was a huge hurricane and one little town got wiped out. At that time I realized that whatever I'm collecting for the house, big things, this that, at that is everything temporary. When we are so much into, oh, I need to buy this, I need to buy this, things like that, and something catastrophic happens, you recognize that time and tide wait for no man, and you are really vulnerable for anything, anytime. At that time, I started to look for the spiritual path, and universe has helped me throughout for the last 30-40 years, first in the Vedantic studies, Gita studies, all those things. And then in 2021, Prachi had put in Facebook that she's going to have a meditation 21-day meditation class, and she made sure that it was going to be a comfortable meditation class. I didn't have to sit up straight, I didn't have to do anything, I just had to show up. So that was the beginning of my meditation journey, and I have not let it go until now. It has been every day at least 2 to 3 hours of spiritual practice, minimum 1 hour, 1 to 75 minutes of meditation practice, lot of reading, lot of understanding, lot of trying to, whatever I'm reading, learning, trying to imbibe it and move forwards. I have been fortunate with my profession of pediatrician, and I have 3 wonderful daughters who live with their families. So 3 wonderful sons-in-law. So my husband and I end up having 5 grandkids, and our journey has been wonderful up till now. So with this introduction of mine, let's start our journey today of being an energy being. Let me go ahead and share my screen. So we are energy beings. I guess it disappeared. Just a second. Okay, can you see or not yet? What is an energy being? We are nothing but frequency, vibration, energy. Now, if you know that you are energy, we have experimented this. When you rub your hands together and keep it a little bit far away and slowly try to bring closer, you can feel some electric thing between the 2 hands. If you try to move, you'll feel some energy. And that is energy. We frequency and vibrations. When the hearing is, we hear. How do we hear? There is vibration inside that transmits the knowledge to the brain that these words are coming out. It's like almost like when we were growing up, there was telegraph, tick 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 tick, like that. So those are all the vibrations, frequencies. So EKG shows how our heart works. EEG shows how our brain works. All the waves, things like that. So we are that. We are also energy, wisdom, and consciousness unit. What does that mean? Energy, we know. Consciousness, we are conscious, everybody is conscious, we live within that consciousness. We are in that one field of consciousness, which is again another word for energy. The witnessing of this energy is the consciousness. And wisdom, why do I call ourselves a unit of wisdom? It's not this materialistic wisdom I'm talking about. It is the wisdom that we see, that we come with our soul plan. We have planned that we are going to have 3 or 4 of lessons we are going to learn in this life. And we are going to, if we have a karmic baggage, we are going to learn some of the things from there. So all with that wisdom we have come. Okay, I need to learn to be kind. I need to learn to be, compassionate, loving. I need to let go of my pride. I might have behaved like a extremely inflated pride person in my last life. So now I have to learn humility. So everything that wisdom we have come with, of course, we have forgotten as soon as we landed on this earth what we came with and what we are supposed to learn. So every event that happens in our life becomes a challenge. And before used to think of it as suffering, now we think of it as a challenge and we accept it and move forwards. So when humans, we talk about ourselves, I say, I have a brain, I have heart, lungs, all these anatomical things. And physiologically, I will say, I have a respiratory system, circulatory system, things like that, the digestive system. But in our Vedic things, it talked about the 5 koshas. And the first kosha they talk about is Annamaya kosha, or the food sheath. Food sheath is nothing but this. The one with that we see, one I can see of you, that is the food sheath. And what does it mean? That is, that is the nourished by the food that we eat. Now, this sheath at the time of death is the one that is going to be dropped off. Now, just behind that, below that is our pranamaya kosha, or the vital energy sheath, which is our, which makes us animate, which makes, it's like in a car, the engine of the car is what makes the car move forwards. So this is what makes us feel, talk, behave, not behave. All those things are this pranamaya kosha. Prana is that vital life force, that energy that enters, that is in connection with, from our soul onto the universal soul, or the universal consciousness. That vital energy is coming into us through the breath, and it is going all over our body in 5 different ways, trying to help us in our digestion, circulation, all the different activities that the body goes through day in and day out, whether we know it or don't know it. Manomaya kosha is the third sheath, which is the mental sheath. And this is where we process experiences, keep our feelings, thoughts, and that goes into subconscious too, where we have so many more limited beliefs, so many more fears that has been all jam-packed in there. And Vijnanamaya kosha is the intellect sheath, where everything, there is a what to do, what not to do, decision making, all that comes into. And Anandamaya kosha is the closest to the soul, which is a bliss body. And this is where sometimes in our meditation, we are able to experience it. So from my understanding, when we die, Annamaya kosha disappears, but the prana takes the other 3, whatever we have learned in this life, it takes it with it as wisdom and goes on to the next one. We can also measure ourselves with the aura, which is nothing but an electromagnetic field around us. It is like a big egg around us. And this is, this picture with the colors is just my own imagination. But bottom line is, when our, just like when we went over the chakras, when our emotions and stuff are very dense, then we are going to be in the dense, our aura is going to be very dense. It won't be light. So aura is another way of recognizing that we are energy bodies, and emitting this electromagnetic field around us. So when you are in a crowded area, your magnetic field and the other person's magnetic field collide, and you may get, that's how we get the pain bodies. That's how we get, um, like if four women are staying in a hostel, all of them get their periods at the same time after some time. And that's all because of this understanding within the aura, that how they all are able to, again, energy exchange. I just thought I'll show you a Killian photography of aura. Look, the saint has got the largest, brightest, well-balanced aura. Okay, strong, continuous energy field. Whereas a depressed person will have smaller aura with uneven energy patterns. There is a sense of heaviness, emotional stress, sadness. And then with the deceased person, it is very distorted, irregular, and fragmented, and energy is drained and weakened. So aura is the language of energy, and a pure heart radiates light. A troubled mind scatters it, and a diseased body distorts it. This is a very busy slide. So basically we learned E equals mc squared. What is that? Energy. Energy is mass multiplied by light velocity, and then squared into, 2. So when you calculate this, you recognize your physical body is a mass, but and it is made up of atoms and molecules. But at the deepest level, you're pure energy in a temporary form. So if you really look, 99.9999% is emptiness or energy within you. 0.00001% is the only mass. And that 0.001%, we make it look like, oh, I am so and so, I have done this many things in my life. Who do you think I am? We think like that is the ultimate. But we are much more than that. And what physically we show is very, very, very little. And we haven't even dealt into that energy part. So the atom is our the finest thing within us. And this atom, trillions of these atoms make a cell. Trillions of cells make our human body. So if you think of an atom as a small marble, the whole house is what our body is. And then, so what does this mean? If I have this human body has these many cells, these many atoms, each atom has that much of energy within it, then that means, and it's an energy field, which means if I am able to focus into it, I have that many opportunities to interact in this field and get what I wanted from this field. So the power is within me. Every atom, every interaction, every moment, infinite possibilities. And isn't that beautiful? What is inside is outside. Look at our solar system. There is a compact area, how all these planets go around the sun. Same like how the nucleus is in the middle of the atom, and the protons, electrons, all those things go round and round the atom. So much of similarity. It's the same energy, the same laws, the same intelligence. So if you are one with nature, one with universe, and flow with it, that's all it takes for you to imbibe what nature wanted us to learn, nature wanted us to do, be. From learning to being, to doing to being. That being, to be that. Same intelligence, but just different expressions. I just thought this would be a great thing to show this photography, because in this one, we said in the whole picture, I am nothing. This mass is nothing. But in the whole universe, Earth is nothing. You can't even see the Earth. Each of these little star dots we see are galaxies, just like our Milky Way. And Earth is not even visible. So it is an amazing energy field we are in, that we, you know, very anything is possible. Energy creates our reality. What we focus on, we bring to life. Energy connects everything. We are not different from another. So oneness comes in, and energy is limitless and everywhere. And then again, energy cannot be destroyed. It can be transformed to something else. Different types of energies. If you look, light energy, electric, mechanical, thermal, so chemical, everything. You know what this gives me? A great sense of happiness and peace, because I'm not going to die. I'm going to just change into another type of energy. That is something, fear, the fear that we have can easily go, because once you know your energy, and you know that energy cannot be destroyed. And that is something awesome. Now, the one thing I just wanted to say was, we have a sloka at the end of all the pujas. They say Purnamidam Purnamadam Purnat Purnamidachyate Purnatya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate, which means everything is complete. Everything is within that complete. From that completeness, if you remove anything, it still remains complete. And that's what it is. That energy, that consciousness is all there is. I may be like a little bubble on this earth, but that's all it is. Bubble goes back into that energy from one form to another. Now I am an energy body, but how do I get it for my day-to-day life too? Externally, we get it from food. And of course, if you eat the right amount at the right time, scientifically, things like that, you do get best energy from our food. Sattvic food, like Patriji says, let it be your the most tasty food. Eat tasty food. He doesn't say eat this much protein, that much this. Eat tasty food. So enjoy what you do. Enjoy what you eat. Vegetarian is because of the ahimsa. When you don't go into violence, you also tend to experience non-violence. Optimal water intake. We are 70 to 80% water within us. So if we have enough water, the energy just flows easily and doesn't have any blockages, doesn't cause diseases. So what about optimal? Okay, sorry, this. So the second is generated internally. Optimal sleep, right amount of sleep, 6 to 8 hours. Right seeing, not constantly scrolling all the day on TV, or constantly, because eyes, we use 80% of the energy from our eyes, and so that's why we have to use it in the right direction. Right work. Conscious breathing means, if you have anxiety, make sure you take a deep breath and fill up your lungs. Take few deep breaths before any action you do. Do pranayama. All those things will energize you internally. And I'm going to go over the other things in the next slide. What happened? Sorry, something. The widgets have come, so I don't know how to send them back.
Try click escape.
Click escape. Okay. Yay. So optimal thinking and optimal speech. So we have lots of thoughts, 70,000 thoughts a day, negative and repetitive, most of it. So that drains us. So by encouraging having positive thoughts, meaningful thoughts, we can we can increase our energy. Optimal speech. Align your speech with your thoughts. Use, positive, truthful words, but doesn't mean if you're not asked about your opinion, you don't have to put your nose in it. And just because something is truthful doesn't mean you have to openly say it. Hey, you're fat. It might be true, but you don't have to say it. Don't be hurtful. Be kind with your words. Timing, right tone, right intention. To be helpful, to be kind. Now, the types of irregular, unscientific thoughts can be disastrous thoughts, negative thoughts, positive thoughts, and miraculous thoughts. So, let's say I lost my purse. Now, when I lose my purse, I'm, oh my God, I'm going to have identity theft. Somebody is going to steal my money. I don't know. They may put me in jail because now somebody is going to go and rob the bank under my name. Disastrous thoughts, totally made up. And coming from fright, too much fright, or too much sadness, something like that. Negative thoughts, yeah, my purse got lost. So I'm going to lose some money. I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. I have to go get my new driver's license, new Aadhaar card, all those things. Positive thoughts. And actually, in between, you can even think of neutral thoughts. Okay, it happened. Now I need to do all these things. Positive thoughts. Yeah, it happened, but I'll be careful next time. I'm going to be good. I'm going to make sure I write down all the numbers I need to contact and start making phone calls and close up my credit card, close up my bank account, all those things. Miraculous thought is, oh, I'm going to get it back. Why am I worried? It is going to be divine intervention is there. It is going to come back to me. So it is like you already know that it is going to come back. So those are the types of, and so again, we have to go towards getting rid of all these unscientific thoughts. Emotions, again, the lowest emotions, the lowest vibrations, the highest emotions, the higher vibrations. So try to make sure, move from the lower vibrations on to love, joy, peace, enlightenment. So constantly being in the above keeps us energized, keeps us going, keeps us have clarity of thought. So every chakra gets brightened and everything from the chakra gets balanced and does you do right. Enhancers and shrinkers, you already know things that can enhance. We talked to some extent about it. Nature is a great one. Dancing and music, of course, meditation is number one according to me. And self-care, being with friends, quality time with everybody, not gossiping, all that comes here. Overthinking, gossiping, people pleasing, screen time, too much of screen time, dehydration, negativity, overworking too. So that is a choice. What you focus on expands, what you resist persists. Energy and oneness, we are one energy. We already said we are connected, we rise together and choose oneness. And so you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Your energy is like a signal. And if you are in doubt, fear, or lack, you attract more of the same. So you have to start shifting to gratitude, joy, and self worth in the mode of receiving. So now that we know this, identify every day, every time you're doing something, okay, what type of state of being am I? And what am I feeling? And change the energy to something that empowers you to live a joyous living. So, and that was pretty long. With that sharing, I'll stop the sharing for the time being. And let's get comfortable, drink some water. And let's get comfortable wherever you are. Be comfortable. You can support your lower back, but keep your head unsupported so that you don't fall asleep. Take the meditation position. Remove your glasses. Crossing your legs at the ankle. Clasping your hands together and gently placing it on your lap. Gently close your beautiful eyes. Dear friends, divine masters, let's take a deep breath. And as we exhale, let go of all the tension, worries, your name, fame, let it all go. Feel like you're going into the temple. Along with your chapel, you leave everything else outside and go with total humility, surrender, and open mind within yourself. Take another deep breath and feel as you exhale. Let's relax from head to toe. Let's invite all the divine masters, the divine light, the white light, the healing energy. Let it flow from the top of your head, relaxing your scalp muscles. Relax, relax. Relax your forehead, removing all the creases and the frowns. Relax your eyebrows. Relax all the tiny muscles around your eye. They have worked all day. Just relax them and let your upper eyelid just gently be down. No need to crunch your eyes together. Relax your cheeks, your chin, your jaw, let it drop. Relax your neck. Feel the energy flowing into your shoulders where you carry a lot of tension and burden. Let it relax, let it flow. Let it kind of gently go downwards, downwards. Relax, relax. Relax all the way till your fingers. Relax. Relax your chest, taking in a deep breath. And as you exhale, just relax your lungs. Relax, relax. Relax your abdomen. Relax your back muscles and the spine. Feel them just one over the other, just being relaxed. Relax all the way. Relax your hips all the way down to your toes. Feel the tingling all over your body. Feel the energy flowing in your body easily, going in and out with your breath. Gently bring your awareness to your normal breath. Normal, tranquil, simple, beautiful breath. The one vital energy force that has been with us since birth and stays with us till we depart from this earth. Feel it going in, a little cool air. And as it comes out, feel the warmth. Feel it around the nostril. Relax, my friends. And with each breath, go deeper and deeper. Follow your breath. energy is nothing but the strength, the vitality required for both physical and mental activity. We all have three powers given to us: the Ichcha Shakti, the power of intent, decision making; the Jnana Shakti, power of knowledge, the knowledge behind every experience; Kriya Shakti, power of action, doing the action to have the experience. Relax, my friends. Go deeper and deeper into the very core, where the spark is there, where the quantum field is there. As you relax, follow your breath and feel that stillness. Be one in that stillness, that tranquil space within you. Just be there. As you exhale, let go of any confusion you have and inhale clarity. Let go of any anger and imbibe compassion. Mind is made up of thoughts. And every time your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. If you need to, you can always take another deep breath to focus away from your thoughts. And relax. The more you relax, the more deeper you can be into that one consciousness, the one field of energy that is within you, all around you. You are this beautiful, unique form of energy that is flowing with the universe. Be the flow. Just be. Whenever you feel stressed, Then come back to this spot of peace and stillness. Just a thought, just a deep breath. And now, let's give gratitude to all the great mentors and masters from centuries who have helped us to be here. To our parents, to our family and friends, to all of technology, this beautiful Mother Earth with all of her landscape. With love in our heart, let's spread joy and love to all that need it. And now, slowly come back into your space. And rubbing your hands together, gently place it on your beautiful eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly open your eyes and come back. Thank you. Thank you, friends. If anybody has any questions or experience you'd like to share, please go ahead. Thank you. Thank you for all the hearts. It's all spreading all over the Mother Earth.
Thank you, Asha ji. It's after a long time I'm seeing you again. And doing again a meditation with you was amazing. It
Yes.
was really good. Every time I do it with you, there is something or the other happens. It was a very beautiful experience. At the end, I didn't want it to come out, and I didn't realize it is that fast.
I
Actually,
know.
for the
So
first
I,
time, I
I kind of
realized.
was in that zone too. And then I said, well, when are we supposed to end?
I think all these among all these 9 days, I think today was when I don't do it every day, but today when I did it, I didn't feel like it was 30 days, 30 minutes. I felt like, why is she even calling me back? But it was really amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So we need to use our energy in the most optimum way so that we can just evolve our soul much better and be one with that whole universe or the whole consciousness. So if there are no questions or experiences, I'm still on spotlight. Am I supposed to be?
Yes.
Thank you.
I was
Oh,
hoping somebody will, but yeah. No, but thank you, Asha
you're
ji.
welcome. Okay,
I'll
thank you.
I'll steal away the spotlight.
Okay. Yay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. If there is any question, you can always message Asha ji personally, or of course, if you have any question to me. It was a very amazing topic. It was a great revision for me, Asha ji, about E is equal to MC square.
That
And
was
a bit,
mind-boggling.
yeah, a little bit more lighter version of what I want to understand. So it's easy to absorb what you said. So thank you. Tomorrow's topic is again about something that we crave all the time, something that we want all the time, and what is that? We will talk about it tomorrow. I'll give you a hint. It's all about abundance, and I know we need abundance in money. We need abundance in our relationship and everything. So um, tomorrow, one of our mentor will talk about laws of abundance. So stay tuned. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. If you're in India, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So again, if you have any question, you can type it in the chat, or you can message us personally if there is anything. I do get some messages after the session. So yep. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Have a good day.